Hey, Cultured Stone, they don't advise you seal their wall with a thermoplastic sealer. It's cement. It's porosity. Water gets into it. Who was here from the freeze thaw? You said something about it. Somebody was talking about freeze thaw. You were speaking about it. Water gets into that surface, and at night freezes. It spalls. It's cracking. So we're going to seal that. That's one step most people don't do, but we're going to do. But taking that out of the equation, adding into it the staining. Do you have to stain Cultured Stone? Well, no, you don't, but yes, you do. You ever take Cultured Stone, you have to chip the block and the rock? Well, you got yourself a gray, what do you just leave that like that? You got to touch that up. So, you know, we stained Cultured Stone when we did it. We made those corrections colored. And in this case, it'll take moments to stain this. Gentlemen, ladies, we're going to go outside real quick because I don't want to cut in here, the dust. Although we do cut in here. I don't want you to be, you know, in the dust. We're going to go outside, we're going to take a regular skill saw with a regular wood bit, and we're going to cut the panel to be able to install that on that particular corner there. And then we're going to install that. I don't know, it's probably 2.5, maybe 3 inches. This panel supposedly is 2.5 inches thick. Sometimes when you cut a panel, albeit the stone panels or the cliff rocks, the undulation of the panel doesn't allow you to cut completely through it, so you may have to turn it over and cut it the other way. But this will work on this particular one, I think, without...
Skill saw do 3 1/4.
Huh?
Skill saw do 3 1/4.
Oh yeah, so that's what it is then.
Not quite a 2x4.
You know, but like I say, when you're coming up over the peak here, sometimes it's not letting you get down into the joint because the table's up on a higher point there. Let's go ahead and... Did we mark that already or no? Let's go ahead and pop a line. 2'9" is what I said? We're just going to mark our panel with the Sharpies. They're really great for the rock, marking them, and then just pop a line with a chalk line and pretty much got her done.
A lot of times we'll put like a piece of plywood over it and use a walk-behind saw. Done that.
A piece of plywood and a walk-behind saw?
Put plywood on there to walk-behind saw, concrete saw. Walks through it.
Huh.
That's for me.
I'd like a hot saw, you know, like it's a chainsaw with a diamond blade on it.
Yeah.
Got about 8 inches. That's the way to cut this stuff. But those units, what, about $1,700?
Yeah. Oh.
My skill saw is $159.
Take a lawn edger and put a masonry blade on it. Works the same.
See, there you go.
Blade on a,
There you go.
That's a good idea. I've got to walk behind the grinder at
you can
7
use it at your house and at your job. You got guards.
You're going to put it on this side, huh? There we go. Actually, yeah, needs to be. Go ahead, lift up. Oh, yeah, you got it.
How would it work? Cut it the other side.
You could do that. It'd probably work better because your backside's flatter, but this should work with no problem. We're not going to have you watch every cut that we make. You guys are actually going to make some of the cuts when we start getting into the other rocks. As I said, one of the things that I like to point out about a saw, and you can cut just like you do a regular wood to where you just push it through. Oftentimes I like to treat this, even though this is a wood blade, I like to set my table on rock and drop. Pick up, set my table, that gives me stability, drop. Like you do a concrete, you cut backwards. But I'll tell you one thing, just always keep yourself out of the way of that saw. Again, here, these guards are all off, and now that you've signed liability waivers, if you lose your leg, I'm going to feel bad, but I won't lose my home. Right, John?
beam, what's the beam without the crown?
Lift up, drop, lift up, drop. Margo, step to the side a little bit, just so you don't, the saw's gonna, yeah, one side or the other. All right, so what we've done now is we measured that one piece, we've come to the corner, now we're going to turn the corner. These rocks are going to line up. We're also going to do an extension on that wall where the two pieces will be straight edged. It's not going to line up. We're going to have to make it work. And so we've given you two extremes there, two circumstances that you'll find yourself in. If we can, let's blow that off out here. Just right here by the door would be fine. Give me 2 victims or volunteers over here. We'll just pick this panel up and we'll motor it in as well. So I just brought here. They're going to get that airline out here. We'll just blow this off. One of the things that you want to consider as you install, you're cutting your panels, you got dust on them. I like to blow them first, but then furthermore, I like to wash. Then after that, I like to use the Stone Tough admixture we have, which is a blend of 3 different resins, and it's what this product is made from inside. So we're using the exact same process through and through. We will actually treat the surfaces with this bonding agent, and then from there, let that tack up a little bit, and then of course it's in our fiber mud that we're going to be bonding these together with. So you have the steps to initiate a great bond. Cleanliness is one of them. That's the first and foremost. Getting your stuff clean.
I get it.
Reed, Nick, I want you guys to bring this in, and then 2 other guys bring this in. You 2 relocate that compressor out here and run the airlines in. I don't want to hear that compressor. So we're bringing these 2 ends to where they almost touch on the top and bottom, and then we'll just mud these in. Where's my crew for grab the screws? Come on, you guys got to get with it now. I'm gonna fire you. Not those, just the wood screws. The drill and the screw bit. Now here we have, if you'll notice here, Reed, these screws are on the slats. What we did is we took 2 pallets and just stood them up, made a wall, and we've marked them with the slats. Well, actually, here, hold on. They didn't mark them further. That's weird. I think there's one in between here too, if I'm not mistaken.
You almost be pretty unlucky to.
Yeah. Well, when you drill that through, don't go. Did you go through the cardboard? Okay. Yeah. There should be one on this end.
So I said we'll just come down a little bit further there.
Okay. Now, on an 8-foot section, we're putting 8. So probably on this one, like 5, and maybe 4 on this one, just because it's 2 separate pieces. Now again, we are not addressing at this point this surface. Okay, we've still got to talk about that, and we're going to when we get over that column. This is just for the purpose of showing you how to install this panel, as far as the fastening and the fabrication of the corner.